Welcome back to another Con Finance. So, we're coming correct this week, alright? So, the interest rate decision has been announced 50 minutes ago and we are already uploading a video. The rates remain unchanged, not to anybody's surprise, honestly, because it's not looking too good around the US dollar. And before I get into it, I wanted to show you this chart. It kind of looks like the dog from the Dogecoin itself. Whatever. So guys, what we're actually here for is following the dollar index, and as y'all can see, it's not looking too good. Obviously, let's keep in mind the weak dollar also favors exports, but we can't let it get to the point where it defeats the confidence. So we're in a range. We're not super low, but we're being in a range that we've been in the whole 2025, and an interest rate cut just would not have made sense, in my opinion. Let's take a look at the dollar index, for example. Are the jobs data and our inflation convincing enough to say, hey, we're gonna cut rates when we're at this point right here? Let's take a look at the jobs data. And to no surprise, the NFP report of late 2025 was actually quite weak, with only 50,000 non-farm payroll jobs added in December, lower than expected. All right, let's take inflation into a desirable direction, but still, is that low enough to say, hey, we're going to cut interest rates regarding the jobs data? I don't think so. Gold has actually been so disgusting. This does not make sense to me, all right? Even with all the geopolitical tension we've had since Davos, right? Should have been calmer, no. Safe haven just been rallying up even more. I remember trading gold only 2 years ago, 2024. And we were stoked that an ounce hit $2,500, and gold bulls were really scared in 2024. You can remember, if you were a gold bull, maybe this rally is not gonna hold up for too long. We're gonna see a big drawdown again. No, it's been 2 years and we're still going. Other than I'm waiting for a pullback. I'm being honest. I'm not a gold bear. Never that. But it gets to a point, guys, right? This point should have been come, if you ask me. And as you can see, guys, the sentiment goes up, right? But the same thing is, we can say the same thing for the US dollar, right? It's not looking too good for the USD. I'm not gonna lie, but let's take a step back. Overall sentiment is still bullish. It's not gonna be as evident for everyday people who are actually suffering from the inflation the most, right? Us everyday people, we suffer from the inflation the most. It's not the rich guys up there, they're all hedged, guys. And even if you have acquired some capital, even if you are a business owner, you're still gonna feel that, because the interest rates haven't been the best either. You're gonna feel the 2022 jump, and ever since it's been high as hell. You're gonna feel that, right? So it's really hard to say the dollar is gonna go into a good direction, but we're gonna notice that, yeah, the dollar is still going up, but obviously in cycles as the whole market is moving, right? Holding gives breathing room. I don't know for how long. I'm reiterating that I'm not a US dollar bull. So I would definitely look for investment indices I would watch out for. I think they're overvalued, but this is a whole nother topic in and of itself. So, and with the CPI next month, that's the real test, right? So yeah, did Powell save the economy? He didn't save it. He kept it from blowing up, let's say it like that. Pause is the power move right now, because isn't Powell going to be out of office pretty soon? And that's problematic for me as well, if I'm being honest. So yeah.